From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, super exclusive with Telangana politician K Kavitha, who is in the middle of a sensational family battle after being thrown out of her party and then quitting the BRS after a huge fight with her own father. At 8:30 p.m. tonight, we have another Indie Alliance member, this time Stalin, who seems to be siding with Trump while Modi fights Trumponomics and Trump's bullying. Why is the Rahul Brigade doing everything possible to get cozy with Trump? And at 9 o'clock tonight, the meme fest of the year, the disgraceful behavior of Shehbaz Sharif, who's no longer really the Prime Minister of Pakistan but pretends to be, and the fool he made of himself at the SCO. And ladies and gentlemen, my big story this evening, and I always like to start with a big news exclusive, and the news exclusive that I'm leading with today is the family political drama, the political family drama happening in Telangana, in what was once called the TRS, now is the BRS, the Bharat Rashtra Samithi. Now, this is the party in Telangana which was in power with its founder and political strongman, KCR, leading the party for many years. Then the rest of the members of the family joined in. His son, KTR, joined in. His daughter, K Kavitha, joined in. She was controversial, she was influential, but she is, was proving to be a nightmare for people within the BRS. This family drama has led to the point, and if you remember, K Kavitha is the same person who had been arrested in the liquor scam. At a time when Kejriwal was being questioned, when the liquor scam politics was on, she spent many months in jail. After coming out of jail, she became very vocal. She even criticized her father on occasion, spoke against his speeches. Then there was a battle within. It was K Kavitha on one side and her cousins on the other. And surprisingly, the father seems to have supported the cousins, her cousins, that is, his nephews. And in this entire drama, her own brother did not support her. KTR was quiet, and many people believe the battle was actually between KTR, that is KCR's son, who wants to be seen to be the political heir to KCR, and the daughter, who was equally politically influential and ambitious herself. Father sacks daughter, can you believe it? Have you ever heard a political story? In India, we speak about dynasties, and fathers and mothers do everything possible to promote their children. This is therefore a very unusual story, especially given the dynastic politics in various parts of India, where the father takes a decision to throw out his own daughter. The daughter says, I'm not going to be thrown out, I'm resigning myself. The political thriller of the day, in a way, and joining me right on top of the debate is K Kavitha herself, on a day when she's chosen to quit the BRS. Now, K Kavitha, I don't know what I should say. First of all, thank you for joining us. This is huge political drama. Have you quit the BRS or have you been sacked from the BRS?
Arnabji, I just need to give you a little background of the whole story because I heard you do the introduction. And about 100 days back, one of my communication to my father and my leader has been leaked by the so-called cousins that you've mentioned. And I've been fighting since then to address my grievance. I have requested my father and my brother to make sure the people who leak our internal communication should be, pulled up and punished. And unfortunately, there was no inquiry conducted into that. And in these 100 days, many developments has happened. But you and I have spoken on multiple occasions, even during the Telangana agitation time. I have given 20 years of my life to this party. I put my blood and sweat into it. I worked very, very hard. And now, unceremoniously, I am suspended. That is why I chose to resign, because why wait until you are expelled? And if your loyalty and integrity is being rewarded by a suspension, might as well go ahead and resign. That is why I've resigned today from both the party and the MLC position. I was never after positions. I was never after, power. I always wanted to make sure that my father is being taken care of and make sure that my father's position in the party stays intact. Because these two people, these two cousins of mine, have always been doing wrong stuff under his nose. And we fought so many internal battles, so many times we tried to protect him and address many, many issues. He also knows that. But now I believe in these last 100 days, many developments has happened. And they've managed to put tremendous pressure on my father to take the decision that he has taken. He's my father, he's my leader. I accept it. And that is why if he doesn't want me in the party, I did not want to cling to the positions that the party has bestowed on me. That is the decision that I've taken today, Arnabji. Sorry for the longish answer, but I needed to give you the background.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Why did your family not help you when you needed it? Why has your father politically discarded you?
That is a question for him, isn't it? It's not for me. I, from my side, have never come short of taking any responsibility that was given to me. And just very recently, even 100 days back, when BRS celebrated the 25 years occasion, father had given me responsibility. I had fulfilled it with the utmost dedication. Everything was well. And after the meeting, I go to US to attend my son's graduation. By the time I come back, my communication to my father is leaked. I mean, a daughter-father bond is very special, and each pair, communicates in their own way. And I've been writing letters to my father from my childhood.
Leaked by whom? Leaked by whom?
I very
Leaked
strongly
by
believe
whom?
that by the duo of Santosh and Harish.
So your cousins leaked your conversation with your father. And what was that communication that you were having with your father which was so explosive?
That is supposed to be, that is intended to be private. It was just my take on how our BRS 25 year celebrations have, gone, and my feedback, what I got from the party members and people in general, and press friends like you. They had given me the feedback, which I usually conveyed to my father, and that is what I did. But this particular person, Santosh, stays with my father 24/7. And I was at that point of time suffering with fever. I could not directly hand it to my father. So I had sent it through somebody else, and that really got leaked. And that is where the whole, issue started, the trouble started in the party.
Did you criticize your father? Did you say to your father that you are sounding weak these days? Did you say your speeches are not good? They are not convincing. You need to change things. Did you criticize your father? Because that has been reported, that you were very critical. You have a right to be, but were you critical of your father?
Arnabji, when it is a private and a confidential communication, you tend to open up a little bit. And when it is an internal communication, I had given what honest feedback that I had gotten from the party workers. So discussing the contents of the letter is not my intention. The overall issue here is, if me, my father, my brother, we stay united, both of my cousins' vested interest, which is a lot of vested interests they have, they will not be fulfilled. So they tried to disintegrate my family from the beginning. We were holding on very strongly, but this time, unfortunately, they played their hand too well.
What is your brother's role in this, Kavita? What is your brother's role? What is KTR's role? Why has he not supported you? Today, his own sister has been thrown out by his father from the party. That your father founded. Where is your brother today?
Well, that's
Why
a
is he
question
nowhere
for
to be
him,
seen
right?
or heard?
But for him.
Why is he not fighting for you?
But as I said, I openly had said it in the party office that some people are scheming against me. Being the working president, I also said this in the press conference in the afternoon. It's unfortunate that he did not reach out to me. I wish he had. In the last 103 days or so, he did not reach out to me. And if he would have, I think the scenario would have been different. We could have put up a united fight and united front, and the party would have stayed properly intact.
Do you speak to your brother? Do you speak to your brother anymore?
Not in the last 100 days, no.
Do you think your brother has also been part of the conspiracy against you? Let's get real here, Kavita. All of this could not have happened without active support from KTR. Maybe he wanted you out from the party. He did not want to share power with you. He wants to be seen to be the sole heir, the sole political heir to KCR. He wants to be the next chief minister. He doesn't want your parallel influence to run. And therefore, he used your cousins to throw you out. That's what people are saying.
I've reached out to him on the Rakhi day. I've, in fact, given him 24 hours advance notice. I said, tomorrow I want to come tie Rakhi to you without the media. He said he had to go to Bangalore or someplace, so I could not tie Rakhi. It is probably one of the very, very rare years I've hardly missed tying Rakhi to him. So these are the personal grievances I have with him. He could have reached out to me when I very specifically said I was in trouble. Having said that, I don't believe he will orchestrate something like this. But while this is happening, he could probably have given me more time, given me a show cause notice or something. But directly suspending me for speaking the truth, exposing these guys, and me being a victim myself, where my communication is leaked and I am the one who's punished. If they found something wrong in my communication getting leaked, they could have suspended me 100 days back. But in the last 100 days, the kind of trauma I went through, the kind of social media trolling, etc., done by my own party people, I've suffered quite a lot. And I wish you would have reached out to me.
So your brother avoided you on Rakhi Day. Your party has not stood by you. You've been thrown out of your party. But you know what the Congress party is saying, and I'll put the question to you very bluntly. The Congress party is saying, and some others are saying, that this family has got a lot of property. There was a lot of corruption when KCR was chief minister. There's thousands of crores of properties here at stake and assets at stake, and there is a property dispute. And essentially, it is a property dispute going on between KTR, KCR, and K Kavitha. And that's the real issue. It starts from a fight over money and property.
Not at all. If life had taught me anything, being a part of Telangana movement, people are the one who matter more, never money. And in my family, money or making money was never the motive and will never be the motive. Our only aim always has been to work towards people of Telangana, and we've done. You've seen me throughout the agitation mode. You've seen me throughout the governance many a times. I worked for the issues as I was in the opposition. I never worked as if I was in the government. And I was never part of any major decisions made by the government as well. So I did my bit, whatever I could do for the people. And there is no question of property or money or nothing. I've always been independent in my life. In fact, when I went to my master's to study in US, I did not take money from home. Whatever money was given, I returned it the moment I got the financial aid. So money is never a big deal in our entire family conversations. The integrity and the honesty is definitely. And my problem always with the father or brother was that why are you not noticing these things that are happening under your nose, and why are you giving these guys a long rope? And today, because of their wrong
Things. What things? Did you notice it, Kavita? See, you are now saying that there was a lot of corruption in the Kaleshwaram project at that point of time when Harish Rao, your cousin, was then the irrigation minister. If there was a lot of corruption in the Kaleshwaram project and Harish Rao was the irrigation minister for 5 years, and played a major role, as you say, in the Kaleshwaram taint. Why were you quiet then? Why didn't you raise it when
Never quite.
you were a family member
Arnabji.
then?
That
The ruling
time I had
party.
a.
You are a BRS leader. You never said, you never said.
I requested my father to remove him as an irrigation minister, and which he did. This is, I'm telling you, first time on the record. I requested my father to remove him as a irrigation minister, and
Why did you request your father to remove him? Why? What was the reason you wanted your father to remove him?
because he's funded many MLAs in 2018 elections to make sure he gets my father's position. And a person, how can he fund so many MLAs? He has to have some money, corruption money hidden away somewhere. I told my father, if he's done this, then what is happening? Why are we not looking at it? I requested him and he sacked him.
That means what you are saying is that your father was also corrupt because he was reporting to your father, and this corruption could not have happened without your father's knowledge. So are you indirectly accusing the BRS government of corruption because you've been sidelined now?
Not at all. Not at all. I've never was sidelined until last 100 days. I was with my father, worked very closely with him, even in the 25-year celebration meeting. I had my own place, and I never aspired to be more than that because my goal of entering into politics was always just to be supportive of my father. I did that. When anything wrong went anywhere in the party, I would always bring it to his notice. I had that freedom. And most of my communication was written. Even when I asked him to remove Mr. Harish as a minister, that communication was also written. And this particular time, my communication being leaked and people blaming me for, giving an honest feedback to KCR, which was never intended to be public. So once they made it public, one thing led to other. Everything is being now aired in public. So here I am talking to you after being sacked, after being suspended from the party. And when the party insulted me by suspending, I said, if the party doesn't need me and if they want to take my 20 years of service so lightly, I might as well resign in a place where you don't get the respect. So that is why I resigned from the MLC position and also from the
Kavita,
party.
your father, let's understand the situation. Today you're on television, on my program. Having been sacked, suspended, thrown out, and rejected brutally by your own father. I'm sure you have a personal equation with him. Did you call him? Are you saying today that you've been thrown out in the cold to a point where your father is not talking to you? Where your brother is avoiding you on Rakhi? Where you are being told that you have no entry or exit or future in the party of which you've been a part? Is your father talking to you? Why don't you pick up the phone and say that I want to talk to you, I want to sort this out? How is it possible that a father does not talk to his daughter? How is that possible? Something's not adding up here.
Each family communicates in its own way, and we are Indian families, very conservative, very different. How many parents communicate openly to their children? But then, because me and my father, we always worked closely together, I did have the freedom. And as I said, every big leader in this country has been seen succumbing to their coteries, and that is what has happened right now as well, Arnabji. There's nothing out of the blue that has happened here. As you rightly said, though, I also looked up. I am probably the only daughter who has a direct, I have been landed up in this situation in this whole nation. There is no such case earlier. But then I am very firmly saying I've always been loyal to the party. I've always been loyal to my leader. I've always worked very hard. But if poetry can fill the ears of your leader, there is not much one can do.
When did you speak to KCR, your dad, your father? When did you speak to him last? When, what
About
happened
100
in
days
that
back.
chat? Your father has not spoken to you for 100 days. You think you'll call him now, he'll take your call? You think if you call him now and say, I want to meet you, will he meet you?
Why would I want to do that when unceremoniously being suspended from the party? Before suspending me, there should have been a show cause notice at least. Call from someone asking,
So
explain what I'm doing.
what will you do, Kavita? Will you walk away into the sunset now? End of your political career. What will you do?
Well, when I came into politics, Arnabji, I always knew that there is the weight of the women folk of Telangana on my shoulders. Because in this nation, when a man fails, they say he just failed, but a woman fails, they say, औरतों को काम नहीं देना चाहिए, leader नहीं बनाना चाहिए. So I don't want to do that for the women of Telangana. I will certainly want to remain in public life. I don't know how, why, when, which format. I have no idea. Right now, I'm too shocked and too sad to be actually thinking too much into the future. But
Stay with that
I
picture.
know one thing for certain: I will stay in public life. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know in what format. I mean,
Is that? Yeah. Is that a picture of you and is that a picture of you and KTR?
that's right.
There's a visual on right now. Am I getting it right?
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that you and your brother? When was this?
This was right after he picked me up from the Tihar jail.
Close. You're holding his hand there.
Good times. Yes.
You think they dumped you because you went to Tihar jail? You were jailed for corruption charges. They stood by you then. Your family stood by you. Then why would they throw you out now? They stood by you when you were accused of corruption, when you were in Tihar jail or Liquorgate for many months.
Well,
Why would they throw you out now unless you've done something?
For the last even
Something else has gone on, right? They could have thrown you out then.
exactly in the last before jailing me for 3 years, there was a media trail. People said and did a lot of things about me against me. I did have a grievance that party did not stand with me in those 3 years, but when I was jailed, family stood by me. Everybody supported me. Even my father paid for my lawyer's expenses also from his own account, and everything was all well. After I came back from the jail, I believe the portrait could not stomach the camaraderie or the bonhomie with the family. And see, Arnab, you know very well, if me, my father, my brother stand united, nobody can usurp my father's place. And my cousin Harish has been eyeing for that place for quite a long time. He keeps playing in the shadows. He kept meeting Bharat Rashtra Samithi when our party was in trouble, when YSR was alive. He met Mr. Amit Shahji. In the last 2 years of the Congress government, he's met Mr. Revanth Reddy many a times. And I have a very strong belief that Mr. Revanth Reddy is also behind Mr. Harish Rao in orchestrating my suspension from the party. If KCR's family is disintegrated, taking over the party and taking over KCR's position is very easy. And I am appealing to my brother and my father. Please do take care of yourselves, take care of your health, and take care of your positions. And watch out. What has happened to me today can happen to you tomorrow.
Who's behind this? Who's behind this?
I believe it is the Congress party, and Mr. Revanth Reddy is the backing Harish
Behind
Rao. And Santosh Rao as well, because there are corruption allegations which keep propping up. They are one day headlines, and the next day cases are just gone in thin air. Mr. Santosh has, I think, at least 9 or 10 allegations on him, but next day everything vanishes, and it's all well because they are hand in glove with the Congress. And that is what I tried to point out. And well, they played a very good hand. I am out, they are in. But I hope the BRS takes care of that position and eliminates them at least, some point in future.
Okay. Will you form your own party?
I have no idea, Arnab, at this point of time. I have no idea. I just want to take my time, discuss it with my family.
It's an honest enough reply. Yep, yep. I don't know how this is going to work out. I have a feeling you guys in your family will figure it out. I think let's see how things go. Kavita, we'll remain in touch. This is an explosive family drama. I'm sure you're going through a lot right now. We'll be in touch. We'll see where this goes. But it is the political big story of the day. K Kavitha being thrown out of her own party by her own father. Now, when was the last time you heard something like that happen? This is what makes Indian politics so unpredictable. K Kavitha, thank you very much.